Hey everyone, welcome to this week's video. Very excited about this week's video because it's about counting your wins and how did we get here and where do we go from here, okay? So, first of all, I want you to take some time to recognize your efforts, count your wins. It's been a good year so far. There's a lot of positive things that we are all doing and things are going well, and we want to think about that. Pat yourself on the back for a minute, okay? Congratulate yourself and your team, okay? Your team's doing a good job, and if they need to know that. I mean, obviously their paychecks reflect that, but they need to know that. They need to hear it from you, okay? It's not just a rat race, guys. We don't want to just get lost in it. Also, congratulate your peers, okay? There's people around you. You know, yeah, we want to win, but let's congratulate the people around us too. I mean, we are a bigger team, right? Okay? Let's not get narcissistic though, okay? Be proud of yourself, but don't expect everyone to, stare at you in amazement on some pedestal, okay? That's not what I mean by patting yourself on the back and counting your wins. So, of course, we need to reflect on where we are, right? Are we ahead of schedule? Are we right on track? Are we behind in some areas maybe? Well, it probably depends on how you look at things, okay? So, how did we get here, okay? This is so important. You know, we do want to count our wins, and when we count our wins, it gives us the time to look back and think about how did we get where we are, okay? Because if we don't do that, we're missing a real opportunity. We need to recognize what's been working, okay? So is it the mindset we've been having? Is it the extra effort that we've been giving? Is it the process that we've been following? Is it the strategies that we've implemented in our own shops? Okay, this is where reflection is important. Okay, so what were your habits? Okay, we talked about habits last week's video. I want to talk a little bit more about habits again. I'm going to break it down for you one more time because I think it's really important. Okay, so remember the cycle. Okay, first you set the goal, then you come up with a strategy or strategies to meet that goal, and along the way you're going to have a little bit of a process. And to break that process down, you're going to have habits within the process, okay? So let me give you an example, and you can do this for literally anything, okay? So I'm just going to go with the big one, okay? Increase top line sales is our goal, okay? That's an example, okay? Strategy is going to be a couple of items: say yes to business and increase job average, okay? There's more things to it, but let's just pick two. So the process for those items is going to be improve your phone skills, price everything out, show and tell with everyone, offering financing, overcoming objections, and highlight price lists for people when they go, okay? That's just some of the things that we need to do, some of our process. So that process needs to have some habits, taking it down to the bare level, okay? Following the phone script 100%. That's a habit. Not sure you can break that down much more. You could break the phone script down, but if you follow the phone script 100% of the time, every way it's supposed to be done, that's a habit. And if you do that, that's just what you do, that's a great habit, okay? Think about the same thing with some of these other items. Get estimates typed up every time. Everyone sees their car. With the Midas card and Easy Pay, we talk to every single customer. We don't accept no the first time. Ever. We're always looking for a yes. And when people check out, we're color coding, we're highlighting things on estimates so it's easy for customers to read when they leave so they know what to come back for. Okay? So now this is a big example, okay? And there would be a lot less steps if you use different items, okay? If you were doing 15K kits, selling FSM items, Midas card app a day, you could break these down into the goal, the strategy, the processes, and then what are you going to do as your habits to make those things happen. It's going to be a little smaller, okay? So let's get back to reflection. That's where I was at before. I just wanted to go through that habit cycle again, okay? Okay, so habits. Did you break things down like this before when you're reflecting? Did you break this down like that? Probably not, okay? But that's why it's important we think about this, okay? We're doing this counting our wins, right? So we're going to use this as a time to maybe, reverse engineer what we did to get where we are, okay? So example, how did you increase tire sales 150% last month? Probably need to reverse engineer that. It wasn't just random. How did you average 10% on alignments versus overall traffic? Okay? Make it easier on yourself in the future by breaking these things down. Think about how you achieve these things. You developed a system. You had some habits. We need to write these things down, okay? Think about what worked well. Improve if you can. If not, maybe you just need to keep on going, okay? What didn't work, okay? So we need to share these with our team, with our assistants. You know, we need to share it with our technicians. We need to share these with our supervisors so they can share them with other people, okay? Because if we don't pay attention to what's working when things are going well, then what are we going to do if things start going south? What are we going to fall back on? We know things were going well, and oh, heck, we didn't even take the time to think about what we were doing. And now when we're drowning over here and things aren't going well, we don't know what to do. We forgot how to swim. We need to pay attention to what we're doing well. Okay, so where do we go from here? Okay, well, if you take some time to reflect, you can make some new plans, set some new goals with that. You know, take some of your winning strategies and apply them to areas that, you know, that maybe you're struggling with, or maybe you think you could even improve on even more, okay? Talk to other people who've had success and pick their brains. I mean, there's some areas where there's some people in our company that do exceedingly well, better than everyone else. What are they doing that you're not? What, you know, they probably know, maybe they don't take time to break it down, but I bet you if you asked them a few good questions, you could probably figure it out, okay? So one thing that we cannot do is we cannot just sit up here on our high horse and coast to the finish line. That's complacency, right? And we cannot get complacent, okay? But we also don't have to push ourselves all the way to burnout either, okay? There's no reason to, okay? Paying attention to our wins and reflecting on what we did, you know, it should allow us to create a roadmap for our next venture, you know, what we're doing in the future, okay? Work smarter, not harder, right? Isn't that the goal? Isn't that what we're trying to do here? Okay, so it's totally up to you on how often you would revisit this, okay? Once a month, depends on the item. Once a quarter, once every 6 months, maybe less often. I don't know, maybe more often, okay? But I would suggest teaming up with somebody on this process, getting someone else's perspective, you know, someone that you respect or someone that you're intricately involved with, like a member of your team, is crucial for this process. Because if you do this alone, it's one-sided. Now maybe you need to start this alone and get feedback from others because maybe other people aren't available for you, or maybe you get their feedback in the beginning and then you take it to the finish line. But I think you need to work with somebody on this, okay? So, a little recap. Count your wins because you deserve it, okay? Reflect on what has worked, reset some goals, develop some different strategies, and decide on some habits to implement, keep going, or eliminate moving forward, okay? So my challenge to all of you is to pick one area. I mean, there's a lot of areas. We do a lot of things. We could pick a whole bunch of them, and you can pick more than one if you want, but my challenge is for you to pick one area and break it down just like this, okay? Let me know what that item is that you're going to work on, and I'm going to work on it with you, okay? We're gonna break all this down and we're gonna make this happen, okay? If you're in a different region watching this video, talk to your DM, talk to your team that you work with at your store, talk to another manager. If you want to, you can reach out to me. I'd be happy to talk with you. But talk with somebody about this and let's do some stuff, okay? So good luck. I'm so excited about this one. I'm looking forward to talking with you guys about your new plans. I'm looking forward to breaking these things down. I want to figure out what you think has been the keys to your successes, and I want to share that with everybody else. So anyway, thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next time, okay?